Hello, hello, hello! Aaron Trost here, your host of Ask Aaron, a podcast designed to fix your pickleball drama. Well, today we got a very good question from somebody who recently participated in an amateur tournament, and there was one particular player who used a very interesting sounding chant, to say the least. Some people were questioning this person's sportsmanship. We're going to get right to it. Aaron, I recently participated in an amateur tournament that one player named Randy had an interesting celebration that seemed to exhibit questionable sportsmanship. As the tournament progressed, whenever a player on the other team would make an unforced type of error, like a dink or a missed third shot, he would stare the player down and holler, "See!" It was a little different, to say the least. So what are your thoughts on celebrating unforced errors with a chant like this? All right, so I'm not a real big fan of people with excessive celebrations at other people's expense in an amateur tournament. I mean, the truth is, these amateur tournaments, they're already dealing with plenty of other drama. People are calling their own lines. We have a problem with that. You know, the paddles, now a lot of people are bringing illegal paddles from China, like a Lawson, or somebody like a Larry sold somebody a delaminated paddle. We have people that are in the kitchen all the time, but we don't have refs to be able to call it. I mean, so I'm just not a big fan of excessive celebrations, especially on an unforced error during amateur tournaments, because it just makes people not want to deal with it. Like these amateur tournaments, you might pay $75 and there's no guarantee you're going to play a lot. And then if you do, you're going to have to deal with these people that are obsessed with getting a medal and are going to try to do everything to win at all costs. And it's just really annoying. And instead, you can play for free or for maybe $10, $20 a person for 2 hours somewhere. You get some guys or gals together and just play. So I want to see amateur tournaments succeed. And things like this just don't help. In golf, are you celebrating out loud when somebody misses a putt? If you're in a bowling league and somebody has a gutter ball, are you, doing a victory dance? I mean, come on. I mean, in chess, somebody blunders away a rook. Are you standing on the chair and celebrating? No. I mean, we just got to do better. And what does see even mean? I mean, if you're going to say see, finish the sentence, right? Does it mean, see the ball? Does it mean, see your partner being really embarrassed? Does it see your therapist? See you overcompensating for things that happened in childhood? I don't know, but finish the sentence if you're going to say see, okay? Speaking of children, I work with them all the time with this wonderful organization called Pickleball Planter. I've been to children's homes teaching in basically 14 different countries. I also teach within the church and just do wonderful things with Pickleball Planter, powered by people like you who donate equipment, give financial contributions. So if you want to learn more about what I'm doing with Pickleball Planter, www.pickleballplanter.com. All right, now some people are like, hey, sports is sports, and if there's nothing prohibiting taunting like that, then C guy can do that in a tournament. Well, I've actually looked at the rule book. There actually is a rule that addresses this. In USA Pickleball's rulebook, 22B10, other behavior, you can get punished for minor unsportsmanlike behavior, okay? So we can debate if C is unsportsmanlike, but I think a lot of people would say it's minor unsportsmanlike behavior. In these amateur tournaments, most of the time we don't have a ref. So again, I think for these amateur tournaments, the C kind of stuff and the excessive celebration and taunting and stuff like that, I just think we gotta lose it. I think celebrating a great rally with a come on, I think that's okay. Somebody speeds up a ball and you blow it up with a counter, maybe a little no, but just doing a victory lap over somebody missing a serve, we just got to get that out of the game. Yeah, well, the pros do this, Aaron, so why not the amateurs? Well, I mean, first off, pros are pros. They're getting paid to do this. They're professional athletes, so at the end of the day, I think it's a different animal. And I mean, come on, is LeBron James, celebrating when somebody misses a free throw? I don't watch a lot of tennis. I've never seen Roger Federer celebrate when somebody misses a serve. And then we have these people, doing these crazy celebrations in pickleball with bad sportsmanship. I mean, I think it makes us look like amateur hour. I don't watch a lot of MLP, but earlier this year, there was a big match and Hayden Patrick, a stud player, was playing against Annalie Walters. We all know who she is. And they got into a big fight. She stormed over to their bench and it just looked pathetic. And they're sitting there bickering and arguing and it looks like a couple of spoiled brats and it doesn't do justice to how good they are. And they're probably good kids for the most part. So at the end of the day, we need to cut this stuff out. I hear all these kids right now that are doing pickleball. they're looking like idiots because they're doing all these celebrations and questionable line calls. And, if we want pickleball to keep moving forward, we got to cut a lot of this crap out of the game because it looks ridiculous. Randy out there, if you want to, hit the pro tour and do your SEEEEE, I'd be entertained by that, right? Maybe take it to the pro level. I'll be front row with popcorn watching that. Love to see you do that to a Ben Johns. Okay, flags. Flag on Randy. Okay, 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct, loss of serve, repeat the tournament. All right, repeat the tournament because that C thing, bad. All right. The other thing, let's clean it up by the next tournament because I hear Florence and George are a little nervous about playing with you at the Silver Paddle Classic coming up. So cut that out. All right. Well, I hope this episode has greatly improved the etiquette at amateur tournaments in the greater pickleball community. Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard today, please like this episode. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to me on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And please learn more about Pickleball Planner and what I'm doing with that organization. Appreciate you all tuning in. I will see you all in the next podcast. Thank you.